Hi, everybody. Hi. I want to welcome everybody to Saturday the 6th. Join me for a quantum hypnosis sound bath journey. It's the first time I'm going to do this online. I've done many of them in person, and it's the first time I'm kind of combining the sound bath element with quantum hypnosis. So if you're new to this and you're not quite sure what it is you're getting into, on Saturday, the 6th, and it'll be 7 o'clock Spain time. In the UK, it's 6 o'clock. And in America, I'll put that up what the times are there because I know some of you peeps have been messaging me. Um, it is your morning and afternoon time. I don't have it there right in front of me, but I'll post it here so you can have a look. There's going to be a recording because I've had some messages asking me, will there be a recording if I can't make the live? And I always do that, always create a recording. So, yes. And it'll be something that you can listen to over and over because when we do these quantum meditations, quantum visualizations, or you could call it a quantum group quantum hypnosis session, you always get more and more that come in. The more you listen to it, you can get more information that drops in from the higher self, from the teams, the guides, the source, God, creator, Christos frequency. And just getting a blast just saying that word out loud because gonna take a little breath as I say that. A lot of the energy that I've been working with recently has been Christos, Sophia frequency, and that's going to come through. I've been feeling a massive wave coming in. Again, we've been going through these waves of energies, and there's another one coming through over the next 3 months. And what I'm sensing is the information packets, if you want to call it that, or some people might call it like codes or downloads or inspirations, intuition that drops in, right? It seems to me to be very related, yes, to physical particularly around the brain and the nervous system. Um, but also, I'm feeling those of you that are aligned to the work, if you want to call it that, or the mission, the love mission. I don't know. I don't have the right words, right? But the service, the being in service. Um, whatever your purpose is, if it's to help, if it's to bring more love, if it's to assist humanity in any way, and if it's even assisting you in your own growth, right? Hands up for me too in this. This is how I got into this, was essentially to heal myself, and here I am. What I'm sensing is a lot of the energy coming through in the next 3 months is also going to awaken and activate purpose codes. So we come here as souls and we have kind of a list or an itinerary of what we're going to work through, what we're going to experience, what we're going to taste, smell, touch, right, in the universe, who we're going to do it with, what are our paths, potentialities, timelines. And what I'm kind of sensing here is there's a clearer focus coming in on certain aspects of purpose. See, I'm looking for the words the words of the resonance of the energy. So a clearer focus on aspects of purpose, more clarity coming in on the next steps. Because with the next steps and then this wave that I can it's like I can really touch it. I'm really, really feeling it. It's like a plasma wave, living consciousness rolling towards us. It's not quite here yet. Some of you may already be tasting it, sensing it, feeling it, maybe in your dream times, maybe just knowing something else is coming. And um, that can kind of create a scrambling here for, on Earth as well. Like we can feel things kind of happening, the not so good things and the good things. But in that preparation mode, sorry, so some of the light language is coming through. In that preparation mode, we're really being asked to, again, the embodiment, again, the release of old identities. This is nothing new that I'm saying, right? The release of old identities, old beliefs that keep us held in a holding pattern, whether we're aware of it or not. And I'm going to put my hand up and even say in the last couple of weeks, I noticed one of my own subconscious reels, my own story reels, right? It's an unconscious thing because I have worked on this before and I'm like, oh, I'm good. It's kind of put to bed. And then it was sneaking up, sneaking in again because I was noticing creations of my reality. And I went like, what the absolute F is this coming up again for? And I had to take a step back. And it was actually my husband that said that, hey, 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 this is a pattern from 10 years ago. Do you remember? And then he started reiterating, and I'm reiterating. And I'm like, holy moly, yes, it is. But because we were working with that frequency, and if you want to call our soul blueprints, are like a spiral, right? If you're to imagine this beautiful spiral, and our souls expand and create within that structure. You can call it even the toroidal itself is a spiral, right? And I know with a lot of my groups in March, April, we worked with the Christos spiral frequency, which is it's a mathematical geometrical frequency of new earth. I don't know if there's a better way to say that. But it's a base code as well. And an old base code you could say is the golden ratio, the Fibonacci. That's like the old base code of creation, and we have it all over us. But this was like, actually, this is an upgrade of that. That's what we're moving into. So these energies that I'm speaking of are all connected in to that purpose. And us becoming that. And in order to do that, there's a very much another essence of us letting go and bringing awareness. So some of what will be happening and transpiring on Saturday, the 6th, 7 p.m. my time, CET, BST UK, 6 o'clock, Maoyaki Anamatokia Shikilia, will be us accessing versions of that purpose work. Okay, what is that for you? But also stepping into and the becoming of that version of us that already is healed, that version of us that is already on the path, that version of us that is already in that relationship that we desire, that version of us that is already abundant in all of the ways, the joy, the happiness, the experiences, the memories, the finances, the business work, whatever it happens to be. And wherever we're experiencing any scarcity or lack, we're actually switching that switch off in the blueprint and entering into that frequency. It could be the becoming, the future version. But there is no future because everything, right? Everything is once, right? So you could say this is like a collapsing of times within this session. Working with sound and doing this, and light language, and you can hear me speak light language, and it's just coming in and out because that's kind of how the information flows. And when you hear me speak, I'm translating what's coming through as well. So that is part of the information that's coming in. I'm interpreting it. So I'm also getting shown, told, or the kind of poke, you could say the poke in the back here to say that those of you joining this Saturday, the intention will be really powerful for you to create and hold. Pray on your intention, if you want to call it that. Move into the heart space. Ask what it is that you need. Ask what it is that you are calling forth. Allow your desires to run through the heart, and I'm softening the body. And I'm moving into the breath. Yeah, and I'm moving now into the womb as I'm saying this. So what I'm kind of feeling is like, can you open up to all of your possible desires, your wishes? Know that your desires are nothing to shut down, nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to feel like, well, that wouldn't happen for me because that's impossible. Because We will witness more and more miracles, Masakiyaka, and can we open our eyes to receive that? And when they're saying open our eyes, I'm getting emotional saying that because it's literally I'm like seeing this. What they mean by the opening of the eyes is, can we see it within, feel it within, smell it within, taste it within, know it within? Become the feeling of that. Mokia, what's the miracle and desire that you're calling forth? And then move into the, it's already happened. It's happening. Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. It's here. Aha. You know what I'm saying, right? This is basic 101 calling forth collapsing timelines manifestation. And they're kind of saying, using the word manifestation, they're kind of going alchemization because they're showing me the DNA, and this is because of this wave coming forth. The DNA, the chemical structures within us, are going to undergo, what's the best word for this? It's not like a short circuiting, but it's like, what's the English word? A restructuring within our circuitry systems. So I'm getting the vision, so I'm trying to put words to the visions that they're showing. See, within the brain, within the nervous system. And because this is a plasmic wave coming in, it's electrical in nature, which is, our nervous systems. And many of you have very magnificent nervous systems that really reach out. We're bringing that back in, right, to the rest, digest, ahamaka, calm, peace, in other words, embodiment, presence, breathe. And in that becoming into the heart, the emotional structure of our body, so the release and the letting go, which is the magnetics, right? Because we are electromagnetic, and that biofield, the electromagnetic biofield, the toroidal biofield, the spiral blueprint, which is electric as well, the physical being the magnetic, all of these elements, we're going to receive a little bzzz. If you want to call it that, I don't want to say electric shock, but upgrade, and in order for us to anchor that without feeling like we're caught in the wave or we're tumbling in the waves, right? If you ever been in the water and you tumbled in the waves and you're brought into the whitewash, right? Sometimes it feels like, oh my God, which way is up and which way is down? We are going to surf. We're going to ride the wave. We're not going to get rolled, right? Whitewashed in the wave. Washed out. That's what they're saying, because it can feel like that. But we don't need it to be that way. So they're just saying, like, what's coming through on Saturday will be a preparation. And as I'm talking, they're kind of working on me on the throat, the heart, root, big time the root. I can feel it right down there on the spine. Voice, sound. So this is your soul sound, using your resonance to bring yourself home. More into your body, more into the earth, more anchored, more aligned to the nature frequency that will help us ride the waves. And at the same time, they're showing me keys and doors opening within us into greater depths of wisdom. They're saying solemnic, like Solomon, the wise king Solomon, and solemnic in nature. I don't even know if that's a word. I'm making it up. It's like that, the depths of wisdom. Operating from the heart and the body will be important for us to understand and not override what's coming through. If this is resonating with you, because I know it's a lot of information actually, because I'm just getting it more and more now as I'm speaking out loud, and hopefully not confusing, because as I'm giving words to the energy and to the visions, these frequencies, these plasmic rays, and as I'm looking up here, that's where I'm seeing them coming through. They're important for all of humanity, animals in the earth, but particularly, before I even say the word out loud, it's like I'm checking in. Particularly the women, um, and the holders of codes that need and want to be open now. But it is for everyone. I could be biased even saying this, but that's what I'm feeling. And maybe it's because it's me looking at it, feeling it. That's how I'm interpreting it. I'm asking for more clarity. Harian droge ism surkut ut kad kri et ka und kru und ich kri. Kri a musut. I'm going to invite everybody to breathe. Ma'alimla. These rays are, again, I'm checking in my mind, like, are these the best words to use? It's like I'm double checking. I want to say precursors to Christos Sophia. And I've said this in my group in March, April, when we ran that incredible 5-week course to 13 other ladies on that. And that was a journey. Whew. Precursor to, it's like I'm doubting the next part that I'm saying, and it's like to say it out loud and let it land where it needs to. The frequency of the second coming, if you want to call it that through like the biblical lens, but that's what this feels like. And really, it's like they're showing me what is the second coming, but the original source timeline that some of you are already on, and you've already paved the way to allow others create a bigger bridge for more of us to cross over. Thank you. And some of us are still on the bridge and we're moving over. And I would include myself there as part of that bridging structure. I'm still maneuvering 1 foot there, 1 foot here, because I'm still growing, as many of us are. And they're saying, well, now it's ready, Mary, to really fully step in. As it is for many of you out there now. Thank you. So that is a little taster of some of the energies coming through. But the meditation itself, the visualization, the quantum journey is what I call it, will be a relaxing, healing, dropping into the self. We will work through the heart. There will be some light language, and we will move into the sound bath. And with sound, we have the resonance and vibration. We have the sound for healing. The cells get to restructure and heal as you continue your journey in that. So I'll leave it at that, and I look forward to seeing you. Please share with anybody else who might like to come and experience this. It'll be roughly 90 minutes to 120. So find a comfortable space for you to lie back, have lots and lots of water, bring a journal in case any inspirations come to you. Set yourself a sacred space, some privacy, and we'll see you on the other side.